your energy and his vibes. If you can vibe together and the energy goes together, that's all. It's okay. It's good to go. All right, that's him. So we want to also take from Christ like Mensa and see how he also is going to take it from there. Let's see Christ like Mensa. Hello, wonderful people of God, wonderful people of God. We want to welcome you especially to this show. This frequently asked questions with Pastor Isaac, and today I have here with me in the studios of Kindness House. I have Minister Louis Omens is my name.
Mensa Christ Light Paul.
And Christ Light Mensa Paul. So without wasting my time, I'm going to take today's question so that we tackle it in the area of relationship. Your life will never be the same as you just follow us these few minutes. God bless you. All right, welcome, man of God.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so I just want to ask a very simple question before we take today's question. What has been your experience so far in relationship? I'm giving each of you 30 seconds. What has been your experience so far when it comes to relationship, as in beloved, and all that? Yeah.
Well, thank you, man of God, for this privilege. Relationship is complicated. Well, let me make it like dating, because there are so many kinds of relationship,
Okay.
As those watching us, our audience used to use that word, dating. It's not that easy as people see it. Dating is so very complicated, and there are so many challenges in. I quite remember my first date. I felt myself so very low, like all my peers, like my friends are into dating. So that was the only thing that compelled me to find my place into that dating aspect. So there is one thing that I know, that people don't know what they want in dating. They just entered because their friend are in, but that is far beyond that.
Alright, so that is from the man of God. He said he just entered into a relationship because he found his friends to be dating, so he just entered, and he had some challenges. He said dating is not something easy, it's very complicated. How do you hear also from Christ like Mensa Paul?
Okay, thank you, Apostle. Okay, for me, it has always been a challenge for me to understand what really dating is. So I have some few.
Check your microphone.
Okay,
Is it coming?
I think it's working.
Okay.
So, like for me, I have some few questions I would like you to clarify for me to get the understanding.
Right, before we take the question for today, what has been your challenge so far in relationship, or what has been this going out with a lady or dating? What has it done to you?
Okay, for me, my challenge has been choosing the right person, or knowing whom I want to go out with.
Okay,
that's been my major challenge, and also trusting the person completely, because based on previous experiences, I am tempted not to believe any lady I come across.
Wow. I don't know if you heard that. He said he's tempted not to believe any lady he comes across because he has had previous trust issues. Charlie, you know, easy. Today's going to be powerful. So, Paul, just give us today's question. We want to take some few questions from you.
Okay, so
people have sent to us so far.
Okay. So the first question that was sent was, who can date and who cannot date?
Who can date
and who cannot date?
And who cannot date? Wow, this one. Viewers, so after watching this video, you can drop your comments in the comment box so that we know who can date and who cannot date. Alright, so this is something that I want to address. In our culture, or from our cultural perspective, Ghana, I'm talking about as a Ghanaian, as an Ashanti man. You can't date when you are too young, especially when you are below 18 years. I get it, when you are below 18 years, because it is believed that from 18 years going, you are grown up enough. Because dating or entering into a relationship is not something we do for joke. You must be financially matured, spiritually matured, emotionally matured, socially matured. You must be sound in all. In fact, you must be compatible in all these aspects. These are things you must have. So seeing a young lady entering into a relationship when you are in JHS, SHS, I don't expect you to be dating us at that time. Because I believe as at that time you are not fully matured in all these areas I mentioned, whether financially, emotionally and all that. No, you are not matured. So you just have to take your time. So I believe that you can't date us at that time. And I believe those who can date are those who are fully mature, emotionally, psychologically, physically, whatever, financially, emotionally, socially, and all that. I believe that person must be ready in all these areas so that you enter into a relationship. Because when you are entering into a relationship, especially as a young man, you are going to take responsibilities for yourself. I get it. That is when your girlfriend will tell you that I need money, and you have to provide the money. You don't just say, hey, I don't have it too, so let's take it. Like, no. You think you are ready enough. That is why you entered into a relationship, because it's a bond you are building with someone. So you should be ready for it. I don't know if this is clear to you. So let's take another question, so that maybe when we are done.
So, man of God, from what you are saying, so is there any specific time or age that you need to date?
It's not specific time or age. That's why I said it's the correlation here is that it differs from country to country and from culture to culture, one culture to another. So what you need to know is that somebody in USA might not be the same as somebody in Ghana. That place, people are 15 years, they think they are ready. People are working at 16. They have money. If that is the case, nobody prevents you from entry. But I'm talking as a Ghanaian, and I'm talking in the guise of our Christian and our spheres as people. I don't know if you're getting it. Let's take the next question from there.
Okay, so the next question is there any correlation between dating and then courtship or courting?
Alright, dating and courting.
Yeah.
I believe dating, well, as it has been taught, people said you can date different people from there. That is there. You can date a lot of people, but as a Christian or as a believer, I believe you just have to find someone who you are ready to go out with and study the person. Have a date. That is the word. Have a date with someone. The casual word is having a date with someone. Let's say you happen to call someone and say, Charlie, can we have a date on the I getting it? So, but we have taken it to be a traditional term now. I'm dating and wow. I get it. So when they say I'm dating, and what they mean is that they are in a relationship, they are going out. But courtship is a more serious one. It's a graduation from dating. That is when people start to organize themselves, planning to marry, studying much more deeper. They are doing higher levels of things, much more than they could have done in a normal dating. In dating, people can just leave you anywhere. They can leave you at any junction. But when it comes to courtship, it's something that place you have gone far. You have entered into the holy of holies. You are not coming back. I don't know if I'm getting it.
Yeah, no.
All right, maybe probably is any question somebody has brought up.
Not yet.
All right, let's.
Okay, so the next question is okay. So I remember when I was in SHS, my elective maths teacher used to say something. He says, under no circumstance can somebody buy a plot of land that is meant to be used for maybe galamsey in order of exploiting gold. Okay, so you can't just go in and you can't just go in and buy a plot of land and say, oh, I'm going to use it to mine or something. In fact, you need to explore and see whether there is actually gold in that land before you pay money for it. So now they are saying that he used to say that you cannot say you want to marry somebody without sleeping with the person. You need to explore and see whether the lady is, maybe, excuse me to say, if she is sweet. You need to test that.
Okay.
So, man of God, is sex also part of dating in order to explore and see whether the lady is taste or something?
The last question we are taking for today, and we all discussed this, and I'll just bring the finality of it. I believe as a believer, and this is something is supposed to be tackled very, very well. Very, very well. Now, when you enter into a supermarket and you buy a Milo tin, I'm also asking a question to answer a question.
Okay.
When you buy a Milo tin, do you tell the supermarket attendant that you should allow you to open the Milo and taste if it's Milo so that you close it before you buy?
Oh no, I don't think so. I just never done anywhere.
Go and ask the Chinese people. They detect that there is gold on the land, not that they go and tell the landowners that they want to check before they see that there is gold on the land before they come back and say, now we are coming to buy. No.
Wow.
They will say, what of if you go and you see that there's nothing there? You not buy it.
So which means they already survey the land and the code detect that there is a gold on this land.
that.
It's not trying luck.
No, it's not trying. So before you date a new lady or a guy, you should be sure of yourself that this lady will be sexually well. You should be sure of yourself that this guy will be sexually fit. I get it. You don't need to test it before. That is what people are doing. Now let me tell you something. This is what will happen. After testing the person, there's something called familiarity. People test people and they test until the person is not testable again. So now you see that they lose
all the minerals be away.
All the minerals. They have extracted all the gold, the bauxite,
the ingredients,
the diamond. They have extracted the woman, the lady. They have extracted all these minerals, and now they want to leave it. That is when they see people. They see that they now have fresh land.
Okay.
It's only few guys who are faithful that after having sex with you, they will still marry you, and they will still stay with you. I'm telling you, few guys, because. Let's say you are young, 21, 22, 23, 24, 20. You are dating, you will be having sex. Charlie, do you know what will happen? You will lose this. Because you are not ready to marry. You yourself, what Chinipani for 20 years?
You are just enjoying fantasies.
You are just having fun.
Lasting after.
And it will not take you anywhere. Such relationship, I'm telling you, only few of them, those people, I think they are bonded by heaven. Only few of them. So, sex as a believer is not encouraged. That you should have sex in a relationship. But these social people, gender, whatever, people are encouraging people. You have to have sex every day as a whatever in a relationship and all that. But the truth of the matter is that I'm talking to you as a man of God, because I believe, per my experiences with people, you might be tempted that, oh, I've seen it all from this lady, Charlie. I think I have to test that. I have to try another one, and that is what leads to many people from having multiple sex partners. I get in it. So we should be very cautious of it. We should know how to deal with some of these things.
Okay. So, man of God, one last thing. So does that mean that taste and preferences comes to play when you are choosing a partner or you want to date somebody?
Oh yeah. It plays so much role. Before I tackle that one, I wanted to address this, and this is what we need to know. Most people can be in a relationship, they can agree to have sex. I'm adding to that one.
Okay.
They can agree. Because relationship is between two people, and that is to them. I get it. But as believers, we don't encourage it. Number one, not that you go to hell. Let me make this thing clear. But one thing you should know is that as a young guy, as a young lady, you are dating a guy who both of you are not ready financially. You are not ready to marry. I get it. And you make this thing your hobby and your habit. One day,
that is from Prophet Louis. He's saying that he's not into specs. He believes that as far as that your energy and his vibes, if you can vibe together and the energy goes together, so he's okay, he's good to go. All right, that's him. So we want to also take from Christ-like Pomensa and see how he also is going to take it from there. Let's see Christ-like Pomensa 2. Alright, so Paul, take it from there. Let's see about taste and preferences. What's your take?
Okay, so man of God, me, when it comes to taste and preference, in fact, I consider it very much.
Okay.
Because for me, I like beautiful things.
Alright.
Now, in choosing a life partner or choosing somebody to date,
is your microphone on? Is it on? Okay.
I like to go for somebody who has maybe, but at least your facial look must be encouraging. In fact, it should be a lady that I can take out. In fact, I've seen so many people who leave their ladies in their house because they think they cannot take them to public places. In fact, me too, I believe I'll be a prominent person.
A prominent person.
So at least I should even go out with somebody.
I'm
telling you.
I'm telling
you. Shaka Zulu. I check a lot of things. In fact, your lips must be round. No. In fact, so that in the future when you give birth to at least people will mock.
Yeah, they'll be suffering from dysmorphic disorder.
I just don't want that to happen. In fact, I want to give birth to children who are very good, nice looking children, so that at least when they are passing, people say, "Hey, I like all those things." So this is the preference. I check a lot of things.
All right. So I think from Christ-like Pomensa, he said he check all these things, and we thank God for watching us today. This is Pastor Isaac. You can watch us on YouTube, Kindness as International, Facebook, the same name, Instagram, the same name. You can send us your questions on opokumensaisaac@gmail.com. God bless you for watching us today. We had Prophet Louis and Christlight Paul Mensah in the studios of Kindness House. God bless you and see you again. Bye bye. Shalom.